This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The campaign is The Order of the Stone. It was written by Twing, Lynn Hardy, and Paul Fricker. It's available from Chaosium. Our Keeper of Arcane Lore is Keith Craig, and this is episode 10. Our recap will be given by Troy Wheeldryer as his character, William McMillan. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Troy?
I lay here, bleeding and dazed. The mad doctor has patched me up, but the charging deer hit me hard. I don't know if I will survive this day. Something was controlling the doe, and I think seeing it drove poor Manfred out of his mind. The doctor was already insane, but I can't imagine what got him to beat the man to death. I'm alone with him now, and I can feel his madness growing. I can only hope that his bloodlust is sated. I am not sure what to do now. Casey is gone, possibly dead. I think seeing those spirits in the graveyard and the events that just unfolded blasted the young lad's mind. Bernie likewise went running off. Smart gal. Perhaps she and the other members of the Order can regroup to end this madness.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So, the five of you, four members of the Order of the Stone and Dr. Harding, you see Casey and Bernie, they've headed down the trail back to the cars to get out of here, and you've got two dead deer that were shot, and Manfred with his head crushed in, and another Order of the Stone that got caught by the gun that went off, and his head is blown off. Also, so you're in good shape. What would you like to do?
If they have any weapons that are still usable, I'll collect them and pass them around.
Okay. Yep. Manfred's gun works fine. It was a shotgun, or was it a rifle? I can't remember. Rifle. Okay. All right.
Well, yeah. Thank God, Rowan and Daniel, you're still here.
I will pick up where the others fell down.
It takes an awful lot to stop me.
1,000 years of the Order.
Pretty badly about the Yanks, though. It seems unkind that we got them in this, and
boy, and the woman went running off.
We weren't to know. So how long do we have until dawn then?
Maybe an hour.
How many receptacles do we still have?
You had 6. You've used 2 of them, so 4.
One of them's got a bit of brains on the bottom of it, though.
I just scrape it off on the grass.
They're yank brains. They're not good for much anyway. So is the magical summoning situation finished here? Or is there some sort of spirit still?
Well, that huge thing, it disappeared, but it's still here somewhere.
Oh.
So we're following the elephant steps, onward.
I think that's the idea.
What can possibly go wrong?
We got to finish this. I'm going to kind of pull them a little closer just to keep an eye out for that Harding fellow. He patched me up, but he killed that man, and that was his friend.
Might have been an act of mercy. The fellow wasn't looking very well. He is a doctor.
Something seems a little queer about him.
No, there's a curious light in his eye for sure.
It was a terribly violent act of mercy.
I'm sorry, did I hear my name?
There he is,
Oh, we were just
Dr.
talking
Harding.
about you, how intelligent and kind and likable, and generally how much of a fan we are.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Of course, of course. Anything to keep the good doctor happy.
We've lost some
Disappointed.
friends, but we need to keep going.
Yes, yes, this dreadful business must continue to its conclusion.
You don't sound so excited, Doctor.
Yeah. Are you excited then, Daniel?
I'm excited to get back to Ireland. I miss a good Guinness. They just don't pour them the same here.
Look, if the sun comes up and I'm intact, I'll be happy for that.
Yeah.
Perhaps we need to put a bigger cork in this sort of thing when we get back home and reestablish a more effective order of the stone.
I think we could write a little more clearly. The original documents are somewhat cryptic.
Fewer drinking parties, perhaps. More ritual practice. Well, if I think we should put the long guns up front. I'm handling a pistol myself.
I'll take the lead.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. I'm also pretty handy with a rifle. If there's an extra one around, I'll take it.
Actually, I'm better with a handgun than with a rifle.
Oh, there's one on the bashed-in corpse as well.
I'll grab the.
Is the plan to find the people who are responsible for this and kill them, and then deal with the monster, or the other way around?
I think we'll take it as we must.
Yeah, we'll see what comes across our way here.
I'm not much for thinking, but it seems to me that if they could summon up the monster, they'd summon it up again.
They'll have a taste of my fire here.
I think they need the parts though to summon it, and if we capture the parts in the jars, perhaps that's all we need to do.
I have a feeling they'll likely try to prevent us from doing that. So, one way or another, I think the cultists will be out.
I cock my gun. That's what this baby's for.
Love it. All right, so you guys head on down to the path.
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. So as you're winding your way down, you start noticing some structures. Just calling structures is definitely a stretch, but there's definitely some stones that have been stacked up, but looks like there's a lot of plant growth on in, and all you can see every once in a while you can see where there was a right angle, and all it looks like an old village that has nature has reclaimed and all.
Yeah. So these are the foundations of the Puritan settlement from all that time ago. Probably a chimney here or there. Why they chose this place is not clear, except for the daughters in the pond.
Well, the boy said something about ley lines.
Aye, they did.
And it seems that the magical influence was already acting on the Puritan colony, so perhaps there's some underlying geological mystical.
So as you come around the corner there, Rowan, you see a looks like a statue. It's kind of cantered, and you see sitting on what would have been its pedestal. Well, I guess its pedestal still there. You see a black man. He's sitting there. He's got his head in his hands, and you can kind of see his back kind of twitch. It looks like he's sobbing.
Don't move.
When he looks up, he kind of brushes the tears from his eyes, and he looks up. He's like, "Go away! This place is the realm of madmen."
It's the madmen we're after. Which way did they wander? And did you see that elephant?
I've seen it. The madmen there, and he points behind him, and there's the most still intact building, probably a couple football fields back behind. He's like, they're back there. The professor's in there. Where Mickey went, I don't know. He lost his mind a long time ago.
Who are you? What's your story?
Are you Terence Baker?
I am Dr. Harding.
Yes, yes.
Huh. It's like how did you end up here with these Irishmen?
Oh, well, it all started with a request from our dear Dr. Armitage. Um, well, you see, we came actually, I was on a with a group of us who went to go try to save you all from the champagne.
Yeah. I remember being on that ship, but yeah, you have to understand the past months is really kind of a blank. You know.
You're,
How'd you get caught up in all this?
Well, we went over there to dig and all, I it seemed like a good opportunity, get a few more course credits so I could graduate. I need to take care of my mother and get out of here, get out of school and all. And we were all just digging away, and then next thing I know, I heard these whisperings, and they said I could fix things if I just set it free, that they could bring my father back, and that he could take care of the mother, and we could be happy again.
and normally when you hear voices like this in your head, you do what they tell you.
No, but every night when you go to bed, they're just talking, and then the doctor, he was talking about he was going to get his family back together. He was going to raise them up, and so it started just being a fog and all. All I could think about was my father. My father could be with my mother again. He wouldn't have been hung from a tree anymore, and we could have helped him. But when we dug up those little girls and I saw their funerary dresses, I started thinking maybe dead was better.
I'm confused. What does he mean, little girls?
These are
Oh, is
the professor's
Sebastian's
girls.
daughters drowned in the lake or swimming around again? Poor damned things.
And you dug up their actual bodies. You used it for some sort of ritual.
We, yeah, we dug it up. We thought we could bring him back to life, and they're moving, but they're not alive.
Yikes.
But you're lucky you didn't have to see the thing happen to your father now. But you're feeling yourself again. The fog is lifted from you.
I am, but I don't know if I'll ever be myself again.
Uh,
Some things you can't unsee.
Help
Don't
us
trust the
help us to
shaman.
kill the professor and end this madness once and for all.
Like, yeah, we need to. Well, do you? you c- where are you holding the containers? I mean, they're large, so I assume
yeah.
you can kind.
I've like got him like kind of
Okay,
strapped to my
yeah.
back. Yeah.
He's like going, you brought some vessels to hold the thing in. Like going, I know how to bring all of its parts to a location. You'll want to capture all of it.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got a few wisps so far, but they're only little things.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have to sacrifice someone to bring it together as one.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
And I suppose that should be our friend Sebastian that caused all this ruckus in the first place.
He seems it seems logical. I mean, I wouldn't want any of you. You're doing the best you can to help, whereas he's not.
But
Uh,
what caused the spell to break for you in the first place?
Dig, Have you ever dug up a little girl's grave and opened her coffin?
No,
That desiccated corpse with her dress. It suddenly I was like, this is wrong. But
mm,
Mickey, you don't say no to that man.
No, and you say Mickey Spill's running around loose somewhere,
He's probably looking for something else to kill.
and he's armed, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got quite the blade.
He
Oh,
doesn't have a
sorry.
gun. He just has a.
No, he likes to be close.
Yeah, I don't think he was a writing in the first place before all this.
Is the professor armed?
Last time I saw him, he wasn't. He was playing with those things. He was playing catch with him.
Whose
so
head
he's
were they tossing?
It was a ball.
He came prepared.
I'm not
Oh,
afraid of Mickey Spill. I'll take care of him.
What's the professor's goal? He resurrected his daughters. What does he want now?
his family back. I mean, I think he's, I think he thinks he's getting it.
Do you know
We'll
where his
send him
missus
to
is
his
buried?
family.
Has he told you already where his missus is buried?
Yeah, she's buried in uh, her old family plot up north.
Well, hopefully we'll
mm,
not be disturbing that place then. We'll send him and the girls back into the earth before he can bother her. Um, so one of us at least should keep guard outside in case Mr. Spill and his merry blade shows up, and the rest should tackle old Sebastian. I imagine those undead daughters of his are fairly bloodthirsty as well. They got the black thing inside that'll reach out and tear something up.
mm.
Yeah. Yeah, don't
Well,
underestimate those things.
I'm good for fighting, not so good at thinking, Sean.
Mm. I'm
Uh,
I'm pretty handy with a rifle here. I could stand guard if Mickey only has a knife. We can just shoot him before he gets close enough to stab.
He's probably the kind of guy who jumps out of the shadows and stabs you in the back.
Mm.
or comes around
What
the
about,
corner lickety quick and stabs your neck.
yeah, what about this fella here? What do you want us to do?
Mr. Baker,
Yes. Yes.
is that what you're asking about? Rowan,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's here to assist us.
Well, I want him up in the front because I don't know that we can trust anyone yet.
Uh,
It's understandable there, sir, and all. It's like going, I just want this done. You can give me to the authorities, put me in the prison after this, but that thing can't exist in this world.
You said that you could help us bring it all together.
Yeah,
How might we go about that?
he's like going, there's a ritual which will summon all its parts. You'll never catch it all. Can you catch all the rabbits and squirrels it's infected? So so we'll need to draw some Celtic iconography and then make a blood sacrifice.
aye, and I volunteer Professor Sebastian, but we have to kill his undead daughters first, I'm guessing. And at any moment, Mickey Spill will pop out and try to skewer us.
Yeah, or we could sacrifice Mickey.
Well, you could certainly wound Sebastian. You can kill him for the sacrifice, but wound him enough to where he can't do anything. Shooting him
So
in the
that
leg.
is that the church that down there where he's holed up with his undead spawn,
Uh,
or what's left of it?
yeah, I'm not sure what it was before, but it's the largest building. It would make sense that it's a church, given that these were Puritan ruins, from what I understand.
And looking down at it, do we see any lightning bolts flashing or spooky blue lights floating back and forth? Or
No, no. You can give me you all can give me a listen roll.
I,
Oh, 9. That's an extreme.
Word.
Okay. Uh,
Six. Yep.
Yeah.
oh, ooh, no.
all right. So William, what you hear a grown man laughing, and he's like going. Now, Lucy, Samantha's it. She gets to play tag this time.
Yeah, I can hear the old man. He's down there with his girls, Lucy and Samantha. He's completely insane, I'm sure.
Yeah. If we had to manifest his sanity as a number from 0 to 100, I think he's at a 0. If we were scaling it that way.
Seems a safe bet, Daniel. All right, so what should be our plan of attack here? Do we the girls are a threat. I could just, try and blast them with my fire spell. We can go in guns a-blazing.
They get too close, we can punt them.
Don't forget the black tongues.
Oh, I forgot about the black tongues.
Hmm.
Don't want to get close enough to punt them.
Well, if we can help it. Yeah, I think we just Lucy gets a couple of shots to the head, and you set the other one on fire, and then we see what we can contain.
Sounds like a plan.
And
Does this old church still have walls, or is it just a foundation? And
It still has parts of the walls and all, but it's definitely the one building that is somewhat still together, not just a foundation. The roof, you can see where the roof would have been. It's all collapsed in and everything. So
maybe we'll get lucky, and Sebastian will get tetanus.
Huh.
A lockjaw.
So suppose
all
we
right.
should start circling the church and moving in.
Aye. Harding, you seem like a watchful fellow. Maybe you should be keeping an eye out for old Mickey. Well, the more weapons-oriented of us go in.
Yes, I think that should be fine. I can stay out here with it. Was it Daniel? You were going to stand out here with me, right?
Yeah, I will. I will.
Okay, yes. I think that should be just fine. Just yeah.
Oh.
I will stay in here where I may not have to make another sanity check.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not occupied, I'll come running if you yelp.
All right.
So Daniel, have you ever thought about getting that mole removed?
I'm somewhat self-conscious about it, if I have to be honest. But the doctor where I come from insists that it's benign, and I've had a lot of work to accept my appearance the way it is.
Well, if
But
you ever
yes,
want
I
it
have thought
removed,
about
let
it.
me know.
If we survive, I'll come talk to you.
Okay. All right, so you guys are approaching the church. From what I understand, Dr. Harding and Daniel are going to stay outside somewhere. And how's Rowan, William, and Sean? How are you going to approach and enter?
Well, I'm the big one, so I'll go in first.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the guy with? Is he with us or is he with them?
Terence, you said you wanted him in front of you, so he's
Yeah, so he's
he's like
next to me, but a little in front.
right, yeah. So,
And then they're behind.
yep.
yeah,
lead the way.
I'm staying back a little bit so that I can get like a good vantage point to blast whoever is in blasting range.
Exactly.
Check my pistol and have it at the ready.
Okay. All right. So you approach the threshold of the building, and you want Terrence to go in first there, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay.
How is it like a narrow door to go through?
Yeah. So, you know,
Hold on. He's the one who
Well,
knows the spell. He's the one who knows the spell that we need. So maybe we don't want
Yeah,
the
so
girls to
maybe-
tear his throat out.
yeah, I'll pull him over towards the side, and then I'll push the door open with my sword, my gun.
yeah. Okay. So you push the gun open, and you can hear this old man goes, "Oh, girls, we have a visitor. Remember your manners. Be sure to curtsy." And
Do I see anything?
yeah, when you look in, you see this old man. He looks like he's probably in his 60s. His clothes are quite ragged and all. He's got like a little playground ball in his hand, and behind him you see two skeletons wearing dresses that you would bury a child in, and they have another ball that they're kind of throwing back and forth. And you can give me a sanity roll because you see animated skeletons.
Well, I saw the ghost, so
All three of us.
Yeah, if you come in, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
I got 08,
You're fine then.
so I'm cool. I'm just gonna. I assume that's Sebastian, or I don't know, but
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm gonna shoot him in the leg just immediately.
How'd you do, William?
I passed.
Okay.
Insanity.
And Sean? All right. Yep.
14.
I mean, you kind of, as Rowan implied, you kind of have seen ghosts and were expecting it, so The Walking Dead isn't too shocking.
Terence
Yeah.
Baker warned us fairly well how awful it would look.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if I can get a bead on one. I'm hoping she really does curtsy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All right.
I'm prepping my spell.
Yeah. And
Lost them.
so, Rowan, give me the die roll.
Yeah.
To your shot.
Suddenly my sheet disappeared. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. 45. And that's a shotgun. Oh, I'll have to spend
Mhm.
20 points to hit.
What's the worst that could happen if you lose that much luck?
I've got a lot of luck, actually. I'll spend 20 points of luck. I'm aiming for his thigh, just above his knee.
Okay.
Cripple him. I want to cripple him.
Okay. So you're aiming, right? So okay. A called shot, that is a penalty die on a called shot.
I'll roll again.
Yep.
Oh, but I got even better. I got
Yeah.
7.
So you had to take your worst one, so you had to spend that 20 then.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
All right. So yeah, you hit him full on with the shotgun there in his leg. Roll your damage.
Let's see what this damage.
Depends on the
Once
gauge.
again. Yeah. Is this a big gauge? Where is it?
12 gauge is 4d6. 20 gauge is 2d6. And I can't remember the gauge in between. Just
4, 4, 6, and 2. So what, 16?
okay. Yeah, I mean, you
But I don't want to
destroy.
kill him.
Yeah,
I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, you destroy his leg though. I mean, so like
I blow his leg off. Yeah.
yeah. It's just kind of the pants they kind of shred. You get a spray of blood and bone behind it. And yeah, let's roll his con. He is still
Conscious
functioning, but yeah,
and
he's
screaming.
falls down screaming and all. And the little skeletons, they were in mid curtsy when you fired, and they're dex is, let's see here. Rowan, you are the fastest. Sean, you are next.
Yeah, I assume, let's say that I'm on the left and Will's on my right, so I'm just going to go for that wee tot
Mm-hmm.
with my drawn Colt. I have to spend 3 to make a regular shot.
And shooting at a skeleton is a penalty die.
Right, so let's see if it gets worse than 3 or better. Ah, see, that I would have got an 18. So I spend 3 to make a success, and that's 1d10 plus 2.
Okay.
10 points.
So
That'll slow our
12.
black tongues. Oh, no,
Okay.
10 with the 2.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 12. So,
Yep.
okay. All right. When you hit her right in the sternum, and it kind of just shatters, and she kind of just collapses down.
All right. That doesn't mean she won't keep coming, but it's a good start.
Exactly. Right. And then William, the other one is actually faster than you. So they had a 55 on their dex. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one comes running at you, and who has the worst luck?
I'm at 30 right now.
Well, Rowan just spent 20, but
I'm at 50. I had 70
okay.
luck.
All right. So, all right, William. The little girl skeleton, she comes running at you, and she's got her little mandible open, and she's going to try and bite you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna blast her.
Okay, so you're gonna fight back?
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 17. And is this
with a penalty die?
with a penalty? That is a 99.
Is that a malfunction on your weapon?
Well, I'm trying to blast with my fire. So.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
So yeah.
So do I still have to do a penalty die? Like if it's
no.
a magic spell?
I thought it was the gun. So
yeah, I don't have a gun. I'm blasting.
Okay, so 17 is what level of success on your POW?
That's for power. That is an extreme. That is
okay. Yeah.
That's an extreme.
You beat her hard, so. And you blast her hard also with the fire.
Sweet. So, all right. What's the damage?
You hit it, and the damage on that spell is, with an extreme, is 2d6, so it'll be 12 points automatically.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So, yeah. Under there. She is, of course, I dropped my die, but she is still up, but now her dress is burning. And, she's got fire all around her, but, she is still functioning, essentially. Okay. All right. Rowan, you are up. You got a flaming skeleton, biting at William and a man rolling on the ground screaming.
I'm going to flip my rifle around and use the butt end of it to try to knock the thing's block off.
Okay. Me fighting brawl.
And I got 94. I miss.
I got a regular.
Oh, is she fighting back?
Oh, yeah. So she's fighting back, and so she does 1d3 plus 1d4. She does 5 points of damage, 3 from kind of biting you, and then the fire does the other part. Real bad on
Get the hell off of me, you little bitch.
Right. Daniel. You're outside. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
so you hear shots and stuff, but you guys were kind of expecting that.
What's Terence doing? Is Terence doing anything here?
I thought you guys told him to stay outside.
Oh, we still are.
Yeah. Sean?
I with the now so mobile, uh, I think I'm better off picking up a piece of timber from inside the place
Yeah.
and
It's-
than trying to shoot the one that's running around screaming on fire next to my friends.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the piece of timber up to the fallen one and
hmm
look for black slime or other signs of motion and just sort of break it up into dust so that it stays down.
Okay. You can do that without any issue.
And yeah, so when I am finished making sure of that, I'm gonna start tourniqueting that professor before he bleeds out. We need him.
Okay. All right. All right. The flaming skeleton's going to attack you, Rowan. You want to
Okay.
fight back or dodge?
I'm going to fight back.
Oof.
Oh,
Terrible roll.
this time I got a 006.
I got a
Double
90.
select.
I got a 90. I missed really.
Okay. So I haul up my fist and knock her fucking block off.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Let's see.
1d3 plus damage bonus.
3 plus 3 plus my damage bonus is 1d4. And I got a 4, so 7
7.
points
So-
with my bare fist.
Yep.
You bit my hand.
Okay. So you punch her. You do take a point of fire damage because you essentially punched a flaming thing. But when you do that, she kind of like collapses down onto the ground.
Next round, I'll stomp on her skull
Okay.
if she's still down.
William, you're up.
Is anything still moving? Like, is she still
Besides the professor that you were expecting? No.
okay? Okay, so the skeleton that Rowan just punched is down. Okay, not moving.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just I'll head over to the professor and while Sean's trying to patch him up, and just I don't know. I'm gonna start just shaking him. You madman! You madman! Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like
out of it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So cutting out to Daniel, Gregory, and Terence outside. So you're kind of you're standing out there, and both of you can give me a spot hidden.
Ooh. All right.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I got an 87.
Yeah, and a
So I'm not
12
spotting
on
anything.
spot hidden. Where is my spot hidden? Oh, it's just a hard success.
Okay.
I could spend 2 points of luck to make it an extreme.
You do not need to. So.
Okay.
Okay. You see moving around on the edge of the village. You see two people kind of walking around. One of them you recognize as Mickey. The other one, he's got red hair, but he's also looks like a good part of his face is missing.
Oof.
Okay.
And you point this out to us,
Yeah.
Gregory.
There he is.
Okay.
I'm going to try and shoot him immediately as
Okay.
soon as we see him.
When you look over there, Daniel, give me a sanity roll because you see one of your friends from the Order of the Stone walking around with part of his face ripped off.
I hate it, but I succeeded my sanity.
Okay, just one.
Just one. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I did succeed.
Okay. All right. Take your shot.
Okay. Let's give it a firearms roll. I'm going to spend 18 points of luck to make it a success.
And which one are you shooting at, Mickey or your friend?
I think Mickey right now is the
Okay.
bigger threat. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay, so you spent luck to hit him.
Yeah.
Then you hit him.
Straight through the head.
All right. Oh, really? All right. What was your damage?
What is the damage for this kind of rifle?
We'll say it's 2d6.
Great. 2d6. 6 damage right to the face of Mickey Spill.
Um, must not got him in the face because that wasn't even half his hit points.
Oh
Like
gosh.
maybe you hit him in his arm or something.
Graze the
Okay.
shoulder.
All right.
But
Okay.
finally, some of his blood will spill.
That is true. All right. So you see he starts running towards you. He's got like dried blood in his hair. It's all spiked up. His eyes are just wildly darting around, like he can't focus on anything. And he has a fire axe in his hand. And so when he won't be able to cover the distance before, in one turn. So he throws the fire axe at you.
Oh, I'm gonna try to dodge that.
Okay.
Let's see, 38 under or over. Oh, yeah, that's exactly a pass.
I got a hard.
Oh no.
Spin the luck.
Oh,
You can spin the
oh.
luck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sort of short on. I mean, let's see, 55 less 18. That's 37.
Hmm.
Less another 19 is 20. Nope, is 18. I have the luck to spend.
It's up to you.
Sure.
Or
I feel like
just take that axe. You can just.
that's not. Yeah, just grab.
You
Okay,
can catch
yeah.
it in midair.
All right, so you kind of dodge out of the way as it goes spinning. And it hits the building behind you, but it's a stone building, so it doesn't stick into it. It just kind of bounces off and all. He goes, God damn it! Then the little dead guy with him, he's also coming, but like they were farther enough away that they won't be able to get to you in one round. All right, Dr. Gregory.
Well, this is going swell. I would like to cast Flame of the Ancients at Mickey Spill.
All right, give me a power roll.
Ooh, 27 is a hard success.
All right. Do 2d6 of damage.
7.
7. All right. Okay.
How many magic points is that?
It is normally 8, but you're at the ley line, so it is 3.
3. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. So you kind of like burning hands and yeah, he catch fire. All right. Uh, Daniel, you're up, and we'll say that this is kind of happening at the same times where you guys were shooting inside, so you're hearing shots coming from a couple places. All right, what do you do there, Daniel?
I'm Daniel. That's right.
Yes,
Okay.
you are. Yes, you are.
I've just dived out of the way of the fire axe. I've just seen Gregory Harding shoot fireballs at the other guy. I'm gonna shout to the guys. We have company out here. How's it going in there? I'll try to recover the rifle as I'm rolling on the ground.
Okay.
And Mickey is still running towards us, right?
Yeah. Now his clothes are burning, and because like this flame is kind of like a napalm, it's like that liquid fire, and so
It's like that one in 28 Days Later where he was running. It's just yeah, okay. And the other guy is like he's down.
he's no, he hasn't been hit.
Okay.
He's coming.
Okay, I'm gonna aim at the other guy then, my colleague,
Okay, fire
my
away.
former friend. You've been corrupted by the darkness. Oh, I think that's a hard. Yeah, that's a hard.
Okay, roll your
So,
damage.
nice. 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. Right to the face of my former friend. That's what you get for sleeping with my girlfriend and when we were 16. You thought I
Wow.
didn't know, but I know.
Yeah. Uh, you hit it as a arm kind of takes the bullet, and then you see it kind of broke the bone in the arm, and the arm's kind of flapping, but this doesn't react to the pain or anything.
The arm of
Okay.
Electrus, lascivious swine.
All right. Which one of you has lower luck, Dr. Harding or Daniel?
I'm down to 18. So
All right.
That's you.
All right. So you see Mickey, he jumps at you. So you've got this flaming man jumping at you. What do you want to do?
piss myself.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm on the ground. I just shot
Yep.
my friend, this flaming man. I don't think I can, like, I'm imagining this is a bolt action situation.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just hold the gun up and try to push him away from me. Oh, yeah, with the butt. That's a great idea.
Give me a fighting brawl.
Okay. Luckily, I'm good at that.
We should all get bonuses because we're Irish at fighting brawl.
Yeah. That's only when you're drunk. Oh, I'm sorry, Ireland.
So, yes. Another hard. Another hard.
I got a hard also.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm pretty much out of luck here, so I can't. Yeah, okay. Rest in peace.
All right, you gonna take
Daniel
it?
O'Shaughnessy. We hardly knew you. What is the alternative? Push the roll or
No, you can't push fighting rolls.
Yeah, you'd have to spend down to an extreme.
I don't have points. I don't
Don't have enough. All right, so he comes down and he's got his elbow and his fist coming down at you, and you see this bright flaming fist come down at you, and it does. Well, I didn't roll the best. It does 9 points.
Okay. Against my 12, that's
Yeah.
decidedly major wound.
Yep. Okay. So when he kind of lands on you, it hits you right in the face. Your hair catches on fire, and you feel your jaw break as his elbow hits you in the jaw. And
Scream, spitting blood and teeth into his face.
hmm the good news is though, he still burns, and like that he had 1 hit point left, so he's burned. So he collapses on you. So now you've got a large man burning on top of you. Okay. All right. Oh, we'll finish this round, and then the others will be able to join in. Dr. Gregory, you see the dead guy that Daniel shot. He runs over to Daniel. He gets down on his knees and opens its mouth, and you see tentacles whip out into Daniel. Hey, Daniel, give me a Constitution roll. See if you passed out from that injury. Anyway,
Why me?
because you spent your luck.
That's fair. That's fair. 49 is a pass on the Constitution.
All right. Do you want to dodge or try and fight back these tentacles?
I don't see much fighting back happening from Daniel with a broken face, so I think I'm just going to try to roll away from them.
Okay, give me a dodge with the penalty dice because you have a large man on top of you.
Sorry for spamming DiceBot in the chat, by the way. I'm sorry. That's a 75 over a number that is less than 75 in any event. So,
Okay. All right. Yep. So it hits you, and you can give me a sanity roll.
Oh God. Oh God. 94. Failure.
Okay. And I think this is going to be, oh my God. It's 1d6 plus 1d4. It did 10 points.
Okay.
So your insanity, you feel like suddenly these things, they hit your face, you feel them going up your nose, into your eyes, and then you can, you don't understand how, but you can actually feel them digging into your brain and changing it.
Wait. So it's 10 points of sanity damage?
No, it's 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay. So I'm like
Yeah.
fully dying.
Yeah. But it's reanimating you.
That's the most awful.
Kind of like
Kill
so,
me
like
before it's too late.
yeah. So it's going.
John Carpenter the Thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dr. Harding.
This looks like it needs more fire, I think.
Okay.
That's what
All
the
right.
situation calls for.
Fire away.
Ooh, 31 as a regular.
Okay. 2d6.
Only 5 this time.
Okay. All right. All right. Back to the top. Rowan. So you hear screaming outside, and Daniel's kind of, you hear a body get hit, and you heard his gunshot.
Does it seem like the one that I knocked down?
Yeah.
Is she still wiggling?
No.
All right. So that if I hear the noise outside, I am going to turn around. If I can see through the door what's going on, then I will probably launch myself to do a football tackle on Mickey Spill. Even if he said, is he on Daniel right now?
Yeah, he's laying on. So we'll set the scene. What you see when you get to the door, you see Dr. Harding's got flames coming out of his hands. You see a one of your friends, the Orders of the Stone. He's on fire. He's got tentacles coming out of his mouth. You see a flaming body, and you see Daniel's feet underneath that body, just kind of like kicking, in those death throes as his brain is being remolded.
Well, I guess my reaction is going to be I'm going to grab a hold of Mickey if he's on top of Daniel and just try to throw him off.
Okay.
What are you doing, man?
That'll be just a strength roll. And what is his size, which will reduce because some of his fat's cooked off and stuff.
Ew. So. I got a 43. You said size? I got 65. So
no, you're a strength roll. I'm comparing it to his size. So
okay. My strength is 65. Yeah.
Okay, so you grab him, and you don't just throw him because he's size 70, but you are able to kind of drag him off of it. In the process, by grabbing a flaming piece of meat, you take 2 more points of damage from grabbing fire. Okay.
It was keeping that zombie pinned down, damn you.
Sean,
it's Daniel. It's Daniel.
Sean, you are up.
Terence, my lad, we need you in here for the ritual now.
He comes running in. He's like, "Oh my God, we've sinned really bad.
We've put the daughters down, and Sebastian's not bleeding as hard as he was. Tell us how to make these marks we need before you start the."
Of course, your friends are in trouble out there.
That's to be expected.
So he gets out a little journal and he opens it up, and you see variations of the marks that you were drawing to contain it and stuff. So, okay. All right, okay. Daniel, give me a Constitution roll because I haven't took all your hit points in one hit.
Oh God. 38. Yeah, I think that's a success on Constitution.
Okay. So you're alive long enough to feel your brain be completely just remolded and stuff. What's the last thoughts going through your head as you realize that you're going to become one of these creatures?
Oh, I hope that they kill me quickly. Uh, I really, really do.
Okay, all right. Rest in peace, Daniel. We hardly knew ye. Hey, excellent. William.
All right. So I see Terence is, starting the ritual. Obviously, the professor's not going anywhere. I'm gonna head out and see Rowan, putting out the, like try to keep this place off. So right now I see Mickey is
Mickey
not
is,
moving.
yeah,
Right?
he is. It's probably got an almost sickly, tasty smell because meat is cooking, and it
Yeah.
almost horrifies you that it kind of like is like, oh, and then you're like, oh my God, that's a person I'm smelling. Uh, there are two, well, now there's two uh, minions, I guess, because you got Daniel
Right.
and the other.
And there's tentacles and shit coming out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna blast them again with
Okay.
Flame of the Ancients.
Give
Yeah.
me a pow.
68. I think that's a regular. Yes, that's a regular. Finally have a character with good POW. Okay.
Okay. All right. Do 2d6.
All right, 6.
Okay. All right. The thing that was converted Daniel, it collapses under fire. You see Daniel sitting up and kind of pushes it off of that the dead body off of him. And Daniel, I'll let you Preston, I'll let you roll for Daniel. Who do you want to attack?
Okay. So I am playing the evil Daniel. Who's closest to me?
Probably Rowan.
And the other guys are inside of the place trying to start the ritual.
Yeah, Sean and Terence, they're still inside. William and Dr. Harding are just burning hands everything.
Oh, you shouldn't have given me this option, Craig. I'm gonna go into Keith. I'm gonna go into the building and go for the nearest one of the people and try to disrupt the ritual.
All right. I love it. Okay, so you get up, you got very good speed and stuff. And
Oh
so
yeah, I
you
do.
kind of go running through there. William, do you want to try and like block him? What do you want?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to block or trip or something.
Okay. All right. Give me a fighting roll just so you know your brawled Daniel is 60.
Okay.
God,
Uh,
what?
I got a 4.
Oh God.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't even get a regular. I'd have to spend luck, and you can't spend luck on a fighting roll, right?
You can spend luck. You just can't
But it would
push it.
be irregular, and he got like an extreme.
You'd
So,
have to get it down to
Yes.
01.
yeah.
Thank you, Keith, for this power.
All right. Well, an extreme
Adversarial RPG.
an extreme does 9 points of damage
To Sean?
to
Like
William.
spewing.
Oh, to me? Oh, are you attacking? Oh, yeah, because I tried to stop you.
Yeah.
9
So,
points. I think that killed that. I'm
yeah.
out. Yeah,
So
that hit me.
so
Yeah.
Daniel, you guys, you go by, you just kind of like I'll let you describe how you kill William because why not?
I'm running into the building and he steps in front of me and I think I don't want to say too much about what the powers I have, but if you'll
Yes.
allow me, I'd like to swipe with my arm and have the big tentacle shoot out and just tear him across
All right.
the chest, eviscerate him.
Yeah, because like remember this thing got shot, and so it had a hole in its arm and stuff, and so that's where the tentacle kind of comes out, and you just kind of goes right across William's head, and you see it kind of just rip off.
Perfect.
Lovely. EPK. Okay, Dr. Harding.
Well, fire seems to have worked well so far, so I would like to set Daniel on fire.
Okay, give me a power roll. How you coming on your magic points? And there's only 3 at a time, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, so I'm at 6 out of 12.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
So, woo. Fuck. Nope, 91's not it.
Okay, all right. It kind of sputters out on you. Okay, Rowan.
Okay. Having seen that, I grab Mickey's axe and I
Mhm.
come running up behind Daniel and hit him in the neck,
Okay, I
attempting to
will.
sever his head.
I'll give you a bonus die on that because he doesn't see you coming at all.
Yeah, I'm too busy laughing at.
72 and 35. So if that's a brawl, that is, where's brawl? Oh, that is a hard.
Okay, all right. A fire axe does 1d8 plus 2 plus damage bonus.
28. 5 plus 2 plus 3.
Okay, so 5 plus 2 plus 2, so 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you come down, you shatter his skull, and as you go on through, you see Daniel. You don't really think because you're a automaton, but you just kind of like
Zombie.
collapse down. Your eyes just see the floor come rushing up towards you.
I'm gonna die twice in the session. That's awesome.
That's right. That's right. Wow.
You might do it
Okay.
again because the thing might just bring you right back.
That's right. All right. So, Terrence, he's got the symbols all set up and everything. He's like going, "Are we ready there, Sean?"
Ready if you are.
Let's get the vessels set up.
All right. Yes. Of course. Getting set up. He gets an all set up, and then he's like going. Here's the thing. Just kind of follow me. He goes, let's practice it a couple times before we actually we'll call it. I'm not sure what would happen if we mispronounce this.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah. So, Rowan, are you going to take part?
Yeah. I mean, how do you have to sacrifice this guy? You have to kill him while you're doing it?
He goes, yeah. At the end, we have to kill him, and the thing will emerge from his body.
I'll do the killing
Okay.
with the axe. I'll just bring it down on his chest.
All right. So, you guys practice for 20 minutes or so, and then he starts casting, and it costs. So you're at a ley line, so it reduces it. So it's 7 magic points to cast it from each of you.
From each?
Yep. So
Oh
might
God!
have to
No,
take
no.
take a little
I-
take a couple hit points, and they can fill in for you.
Yeah.
Including me?
If you're not chanting, no.
That's too bad I got 10. So
Mhm. Okay. All right. So
I start bleeding out my eyes.
yeah. So as you're chanting, right when you come toward the end, as he finishes up, he looks over and he's like going, "I can't live in this world," and he grabs a piece of board. He's like, "I'll be the sacrifice," and he cuts his own throat on it. No, he's like, and as he's falling, you start seeing large tentacles start coming out of him and all. Daniel's body, some of it rips out of him. It comes bursting out, and they all start coalescing into the
clutch the vessels.
sigil.
Yep.
Oh.
Time to do this.
Yeah.
Put him in the jar spell.
Right. Then they all start kind of getting there, and you see this awful mass of tentacles and mouths. Some of the mouths on it, they bite some of the tentacles, severing off, but then the tentacles kind of reform into it. And everyone give me a sanity roll.
There we go.
Even the dead?
No.
No. 52
Wait.
against 44.
Okay.
92.
A small grace that we don't have to see this.
Okay. So if you pass, 1d4. If you failed, 2d10.
2d10. Oh,
13.
Yeah.
I took the full 4.
Ooh.
12.
Give me a intelligence roll there, Rowan.
Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
I know. When you told me you were
I got an 86 out of 50. So
all right. So, Dr. Harding, we'll come back to what happens to you in a moment. Okay.
What? I'm sorry. What did I say my sanity? All right.
You
How
said
many
you
sanity
lost 12.
Okay. Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot. I used the same dice. So
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, you guys start the chant. It starts kind of going into the various containers and all, and it's screaming loud. It's really, and then as I go in there, the lid's almost like in the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know how the Ark of the Covenant lid just lands perfectly on top of it, and they sealed and all. All right, so I'm going to talk to Dr. Harding real quick. So, Dr. Harding, so if everyone checks off headset real quick, I'll give you a thumbs up when you can come back on that one. So, okay.
oh, do you want us?
Yeah. So, have
We gotta wait to tell.
yeah, he's dead. He'll be okay. Okay, so Dr. Harding, the bout of madness you got, what is a trauma or a loss in your life, like someone loved one that passed early or that you'd like to see again?
My mother's been dead all these,
Hmm.
10 years now.
Yeah. You have this insistent thought intruding into your mind that, hey, if I got rid of these guys and let this thing out, my mother could be back. It can bring things back.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right. So you've got these content vessels. The thing is in it, and what would you like to do?
Do we have to extra seal it or whatever? Whatever the plan was.
Yeah.
How many of us are left?
It's just you and me and the two mad professors. I mean, the mad professor and Dr. Harding here.
As I wipe again, from the magic use, I'm wiping the blood that's streaming out of my eyes away.
So, given your knowledge, Harding, I guess it wasn't you who was the most occult of the Yank crew, was it? I'm wondering if the things
No, that was that grad student who fled.
I wonder if it's safer to bury these here where the magic's strong, or safer to take them as far away from it as can be. I think that fella said that was this conjunction of lines was attuned to Achnakraga. But I don't know what that implies for how we dispose of them. We just want to make sure that they don't come up again in 1,000 years. Have you got thoughts of the matter? Should we take them to your Miskatonic University and discuss the matter with the folks there? Or keep it well away? And what do we do with old Sebastian?
Yeah, I think bringing them back to Arkham sounds like an excellent idea.
Uh, Keeper, I'd like to roll psychology on Dr. Harding.
Okay. Um,
Does that little part of his face get funny when he says that? Oh,
what's your
never.
persuade
Uh,
score, Dr. Harding?
My persuade is only 10%.
Okay. All right. Cool.
it doesn't matter. My psychology is 40, but 92 is.
Okay. Yep.
It also doesn't seem like we should leave them here because there's a bloodbath outside. There's going to be an investigation. And
At
if we
some
leave
point.
a pit somewhere that's been dug up, they'll investigate it.
Yeah, I figure we ought to. The first thing we ought to do is encase all. Is it 3 vessels or is it all in one now?
Yeah, it's in 4 separate vessels because that's what
Because
you
we
had
had the
left.
little bits.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I feel as though we ought to encase them all in concrete just for transit.
Drop them to the bottom of the ocean.
Uh, Feelings about that as well. I know it's been discussed. It turns out institutional knowledge is hard to retain, and we don't want this to get out. Well, then, um, let's wrap them up now in good solid rope and get them back to the vehicles. Uh, what should we do with Sebastian?
Cut his throat. He started all this.
Poor bastard, he did. Uh, your thoughts on that, Professor Harding?
I don't know. He seems rather harmless now.
Yeah, I mean, the blood loss was considerable. Sebastian, what you brought
Uh,
into the world has been contained for the moment. What are your
my
wishes?
my wife, I didn't get to see her again.
Oh, you'll see her in a few minutes.
Rowan, do the deed.
Okay.
I'll take the axe blade and just rake it across his throat.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's completely incapacitated.
Now
So yeah.
I'm a bloodthirsty murderer.
After what you've been through, oh, we got to take care of those burns too. Harding, can you see to
Ah,
Rowan's burns?
they're nothing.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
And
Okay.
I'll be wrapping up the vessels.
You got any aloe vera in there?
25 is a hard success on first aid.
Okay. So,
He wraps you up real nice.
hmm
Uh,
Makes it hard to punch though now.
Now, do we want to take separate vehicles? We need to reduce to some extent the evidence that we are up here at this bloodbath. I'm sure the local kids come here to drink watery beer and fumble with each other, so it's only a matter of time until these corpses are discovered.
You leave the professors and their cars up here. Who cares? Just take
Oh yeah,
ours.
that makes proper sense. So we've got 2 vehicles to account for. Uh,
I'll take the one. You take the one that Harding and his folks came in. Should
Okay.
we collect anything from the bodies? Their driver's licenses and so forth?
hmm, yeah, I suppose we should clean things up as best we can, make it confusing for them. I mean, given the condition of some of these bodies, it's going to be pretty confusing for them anyway. Let's best hope they don't find their way up here. Charred girl skeletons from 40 years ago in the old church. That's going to put the wind up the locals for sure.
And tell them there was some sort of mad religious cult up here.
I'll be telling them nothing.
Yeah, yeah, that's best.
All right. Harding, you're a decent driver.
I, I'm about as decent as anybody else.
You take the the dead hunter's car down and we'll follow behind in our wagon.
Okay. All right. So, you guys are kind of done. It takes, a few hours to walk back and all, especially now that you're carrying crates that you just can't have strapped to your back and everything because you're probably a little nervous about it.
Yeah, don't want to be spilling ancient evil.
Exactly. Yeah, that's no good. Um, you get back to the vehicles and
Sun's coming up, birds are
oh yeah.
singing.
Yep, birds are singing. It's a beautiful day. As on the walk back, you see some small animals that you could surmise was probably possessed, and when you did the ritual, it kind of yanked out of it because they're kind of turned inside out and all. So,
Aw.
yeah. Okay. All right. Get to your vehicles, and you got Dr. Harding in the one, and the Rowan and Sean in the other.
Yes, and we're going to
Plan.
put the containers in our car.
We've
Okay.
got the nice big saloon. We
Plus
brought up the first batch.
Plus
Let's
it's our
not crush the
responsibility. Yeah,
Okay.
it's our responsibility. We fucked up to begin with.
Our ancestors fucked up 1,000 years ago, and we fucked
Yep.
up again.
Okay. All right.
So in the process of driving back, if that comes up as a question, I'm saying to Sean, I'm not so sure we shouldn't just head for the docks and get a steamer and go straight back home and take these with us. I'm not sure they should be at that Miskatonic University.
The place is famous for studying things they shouldn't study and ought to know better. Let's lose the maniac as soon as we can. Set sail, maybe from somewhere farther south, make it harder for him to find us.
All right.
Maybe.
Dear,
Okay. Who's driving?
I'm
I'm
driving.
probably okay, you're driving.
Okay. All right. If you want to try and lose Dr. Harding, give me a drive roll.
I believe I said he should go ahead, didn't I?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We should make it
But we
slightly
slowly
easier.
get slower and slower as he
Mhm.
goes forward.
I won't usurp Dr. Harding's decision. So, what do you do, Dr. Harding, when you see them kind of falling behind?
I'll slow down too.
Okay.
And he slows down, then I'll pick up a bit. And I would ask Rowan to read a map, but I've been with Rowan for all these weeks, and I know that that's a fool's errand. So I'm just going to wait for a sign that says it's to a main thoroughfare, like, oh, this way to Pittsburgh, whatever
Right.
God-forsaken American place names. And as soon as he shoots past the exit, then I'll make my turn.
Okay. All right. Uh, okay. So you make your turn. Dr. Harding, what do you do?
I am doing everything in my power to follow them off that exit.
Okay. All right. Give me a drive roll to try and just whip this thing through the dirt and everything.
58. I don't have enough luck.
Okay. All right. So we'll kind of sum it up then with that. Unfortunately, as you guys are headed back, you see in the window Dr. Harding's vehicle kind of like whip around, but it doesn't. He doesn't make the turn, so you see it roll, and I assume you just keep going because you didn't have a lot of trust in Dr. Harding, maybe rightfully so.
We saw what he did to the hunter, after all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll close it up here. What do you do with the vessels?
I think we're gonna, Rowan, I think we should put them in individual concrete blocks before we take them back across the sea. Make sure we've read everything in the library we can,
Hmm.
and either bury them deeper or in the ocean?
Yeah, I'm afraid we won't know what happens to them if they dump to the bottom of the ocean. I like the
Right.
idea, but what if they hit the bottom and crack open?
Yeah, and things rust down there, and there's creatures. If it
There's
leaks,
pressure that could crush them. I don't know. Let's take them back to Octagrega and bury him better.
Okay. All right. We'll say you can do that, and we'll close out with Dr. Harding telling us how he spends his days after this
Sardines.
experience. Sardines.
Listen, the thing. I mean, I can get it to come back. All I have to do is create the right vessel for it.
Mhm.
So I think Arkham newspapers show occasional references to certain disappearances. Um, Before Harding is eventually found out and arrested and thrown into an insane asylum for his anatomical experiments.
Right.
Surgical addiction. Yeah.
I love it. That was awesome. Nice. Nice. All right. And so we finish up with no one we started with, but congratulations. You sealed Akaran Talansoth back into a slumber until knowledge of what it was and what you were supposed to do again fades with time and becomes folklore and then myth. Okay.
Well, you try to establish a little bit more orderly order, a little bit more military discipline in
Mhm.
the
keeping the
difficulty
thing.
of the problem, of course, being that since we had such a low survival rate, even though I don't know if Rowan's insane at all, Sean's not yet insane, but are we going to be convincing to anyone?
I don't know.
And we
What
can't
year is
go
this
around.
again?
1929.
What if
If we,
we write all over the outside of the cement that we buried in radioactive, so that if anybody ever finds it, they're terrified of it?
well, we don't have that symbol yet. They know about. They don't have fission
We
yet,
just write the word radioactive.
but we don't know the word radioactive. I mean, I'm not sure we know that Mary Curie's not dead yet. Not sure offhand.
Yeah.
We could write on the, but we have the symbols on the inside of the concrete. On the outside of the concrete, we write poison in every
Skull and
language we can
crossbones
think
all
of.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not open.
Okay. All right. Before all it fades away, be generations. You guys will be long dead before any of that. So you'll assume you were successful, but so did the Order of the Stone in the 1200s. But hundreds of years, people don't believe that those things anymore. Military discipline breaks down. All right, excellent. That was fun. So
Very
10 out of
dramatic
10. We
conclusion.
go indefinitely insane again.
yeah. So
Turn into a zombie monster.
you guys probably figured Dr. Harding was wanting to set it loose so he could raise up his loved one that he lost, because that's what happened when he had his bout of madness while trying to seal it away. Was it started speaking to him and going, "Hey, I can help you out."
Yeah, my one thought was to light you on fire, but then I realized I would kill myself
I
by casting the
know.
spell.
I saw you
So
thinking that.
I had to bide my time.
I was like,
Oh.
"Dang it, he doesn't have enough magic points just to burn."
I don't
So
have enough hit points left.
yeah, that would have been awesome. All
Yeah.
right. So yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
tried to think that We would have done that even though we didn't know that you privately talked to Dr. Harding and
Yeah.
probably was setting something up.
I feel like Harding's behavior was sufficiently bizarre that we didn't have to have extra game information to be worrying that when I said,
I
take it to
only
Arkham, he
killed
was
one
like,
of the people I came here with. Yeah.
You tried to kill a couple, although we probably didn't get report of that in time.
Yeah. That was awesome. I think you guys pretty much figured it out. So, like, it was a perfectly innocent expedition to go there and help and dig it up and stuff. The thing it talks to people that are already had some kind of trauma or mentally damaged. As the Mickey spill, as his father kind of explained, he was already messed up.
Nuts.
Like he had all the workings of a serial killer. Dr. Sebastian, obviously, he was traumatized from losing his kids and then his wife killing themselves. And then Terence, his father got killed in the Tulsa massacre. And so that's how he was able to go to Miskatonic because they had a lot of money at that time. That's why they were attacked. And so he was suffering that trauma. And so that's why they were able to get there. They were just names. They didn't give what trauma they had before, but we'll assume they had something. So yeah, so it convinced them to let it go because they could raise their loved ones back up, which in a way I guess it did, but
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah,
As unliving vessels.
yeah,
Never a good idea to make friends with a evil entity.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Keith, for running that for us.
Welcome.
Thanks, Keith.
It was good. Our players included Troy Wheeldryer, Preston Firestone, Morgan Llewellyn, David Gasway, and myself with Keith Craig as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.